like to say anonymous. So what is going on with me is kind of complicated. Basically, I have been with the boy for a year now, and he's really sweet. He's always been there for me, and he's like my best friend. But in the past, he has done some stuff which really put me off. Like the way he argues with me, he's really rude, and he's disrespected me a few times. But I forgave him, thinking it will get better. Until January, our relationship was very toxic, in a way of us controlling each other and always arguing. However, this year I told him that if it happens, I will leave. He has started to show a lot of improvement, but in December we had a horrible argument, and I really didn't want to be with him anymore. But I stayed because it's like every time I think about leaving him, I cry. I love him so much, but I'm not fully happy. Now, I have moved to a different city, and I've been here since December, and I've only seen him once, as he doesn't work, so he can't come to see me, and for some reason, I feel like my feelings are fading away. Now, I am in a new college, and I've met a guy. I only spoke to him once, but he made me blush more than anyone else ever has. Like, I got this feeling that I've never had before. I don't know, when your conscience is telling you, like, he's the one, that's what I felt. He's so nice and smart. He's helpful. And when he found out I had a boyfriend, he kind of stepped back. But every time I look at him, he tries to avoid eye contact, and he looks hurt. Oh my gosh. I mean, I don't want to have a relationship with him, but I feel like because I'm not really happy in the relationship at the moment, it's making me want to have my freedom and just talk to whoever I want, but I love my boyfriend. Is love enough though? I just need you to tell me what to do, girl. I really need to fix up. I don't know what's going on in my head, and this whole story sounds so stupid. I love you so much. You're amazing, girl. Okay, I love you too, but if you're not fully happy in your relationship, and you feel as though what you want from your relationship you're not getting, and you also feel like you can't fix your relationship, or like you can't find the thing that can make you happy, then sometimes you do just have to like pull the plug and the relationship. I feel as though because of this new guy that is, you know, in the picture, or he's not really in the picture, but the new guy that you met, I feel like he might be clouding your judgment, and I don't want you to jump the gun and break up with your boyfriend in hopes of having some type of romantic relationship with this guy, or even like just a fling. I think it's important to take your time in between relationships, and you shouldn't jump from one relationship to another relationship. So with that being said, if you feel as though your boyfriend is backtracking, or you feel as though you're not getting out of the relationship what you need to get, and you feel as though your feelings are fading, if you guys can't make a long distance relationship work, then obviously you're gonna have to call it off. Only time will tell. When it comes to you guys breaking up with your boyfriends, I don't really like to say, yeah, break up with him, unless it's necessary. Like, you didn't give me a lot of details here. I don't know what type of toxicity your relationship has been. If it's been something where it's a physical thing, I would definitely cut it off immediately, because if he's abused you in the past, he'll definitely do it again in the future. There's no questions about it. He might take a little break, but he will still abuse you. I think you said he was controlling, no? Yeah, if you guys are having issues with controlling each other, that's definitely never a good sign in a relationship, because whoever you're with should not be so insecure to the point that they want to control your every move, control your friends, control your guy friends, control how much time you spend doing certain things. That's not healthy, that's not fair. As a person in a relationship, you have to have that sense of individuality and independence, and you can't let somebody else dictate you. This is not a dictatorship, this is a relationship. If the controlling thing persists, then you definitely should break up with him. But if it's a controlling thing on both your parts, then I don't think that either of you are mature enough to be in a committed relationship, because when it comes to being in a relationship, there should not be anybody trying to control anybody. At least for me, that ain't how my relationships work. I might be a little bit controlling, to be honest, actually. Now that I think of it, I might be a little bit controlling. As a Taurus woman, I do like to be in control of my own life, of my own everything. And so sometimes I do find it hard not to bring those aspects of myself into my relationship. But when you're in a relationship, you have to be able to be flexible, and you have to be able to understand your partner and how much you can push them. And so if you guys are both trying to control each other and you guys are both being very head on, it's bound that you guys are going to clash and arguments will form and you guys will be back at square one. I feel as though you guys need to have that conversation to be like, this, where are we? Like, where do you see us going from here? And if it's not, you know, anywhere productive, or if you don't feel as though you guys are in the same space, headspace, then move on. Simple as that. I am new to your channel and I would like to stay anonymous, but I have seen how many people have been reaching out to you and all the helpful advice you give. I just want to say I admire you so much for that, and I think it is a wonderful thing that you are doing, which is why I decided to reach out and share my story. I'm not going into too much detail about the drama part, so long story short, I'm 15 and a sophomore in high school. I was really close with these 5 girls, and they were all like my sisters for maybe a year or so. Typical high school. They suddenly switched up on me and were all hella fake, so I cut them off and ended up fighting 3 of them because they were cyberbullying me and threatened to gang up on me and basically kill me. Oh no. This wasn't the first time I went through this. Something similar happened before with different people, just not as serious. My mom and dad and the police got involved, but they couldn't really do anything but have me block them on social media, which only made it worse. After losing all 5 of them, I started having suicidal thoughts because I felt alone and betrayed. I went into depression for about 5 or 6 months and tried to kill myself 3 times. I knew then that I had to reach out to my mom and let her know, because I knew I didn't want to die and that I wasn't ready, but I couldn't help but to try. I then moved cities to live with my grandparents and go back to visit my mother on the weekend, thinking I could start new. I had made a couple new friends there where I live now, and things got better. I got really close with a different girl that lives where I moved from. She was my ride or die, and I was even closer with her than I was with the 5 girls. I would have done anything for that girl, but a lot of drama went down and she switched up on me like the rest. And she turned to the same 5 girls as before, and they all started threatening me again, including the new one. They have went on every social media and have been calling and texting me. This was within the last month, and I can feel my depression coming back. I feel like no matter what I do, I can't get away from it and it will never stop. I feel alone, like I have no one to talk to, and I'm tired of being in the same situation. I just want it to end. And right now, I feel like there is only one way. I talked to my aunt about this because she's closer to me than my mom, but I feel like I can't tell her everything because she might look at me differently. I need advice on what to do and how to overcome this. I've tried seeing doctors, but medicine doesn't help, and I've tried seeing a therapist, but I can't allow myself to open up. Okay, and so that's my main issue with your email here too, because I feel as though a lot is missing from this. I hate when the emails are long, but I like when people give me specific parts of the story that I can work with, because you didn't give me a lot to work with. I want to advise you, but I'm having an issue with you leaving out so many details. I need to know what exactly happened with the first group of friends that fell out with you, what happened with the second group of friends, and now what happened with this girl, because the common denominator in all 3 situations is you. I'm not saying that you are wrong for something, but I don't know the situation, so I can't evaluate it the way I evaluate all my other stories that I get. If you would like, you can email me actual details, and I won't put it in the video if you don't. I won't put it in like an update video if you don't want me to. I'll just continue to email you, and we could talk about it. If you're going to a therapist and you're not willing to open up, it's a waste of time and a waste of money. It's pointless. Don't waste the therapist's time. It's the same with me. If you're not going to open up and give me all the details I need to give you solid advice and tell you exactly what I think would be good for you to do, then it's pointless to email me, just because there are certain people that email me that are in the wrong, and I let them know you're in the wrong, but here's how you can rectify the situation. This is what you can do. So if you really do want my help, then I suggest that you open up to me and let me know exactly what it is that happened, and in all 3 situations. You don't have to tell me like word for word, but you can tell me a synopsis. Just give me like, I went here, this happened on this day, then everything fell to shit from there. You could just give me stuff like that. Like, give me the key points and let me know exactly what it is that you did to make these girls turn on you. Sometimes people do turn on you without doing anything, but in here you said that you don't want your aunt to look at you differently, and that tells me that you've done something, you're gonna have to open up if you truly do want to fix the situation, if you want advice. But for the time being, what I will say to you is you should reach out to these girls and let them know that you want to talk to them. If you know that you did something wrong, just say, hey, I fucked up, I'm sorry, I want to talk about this because I miss you guys as friends, or whatever the case may be. Or I don't, not even that you miss them as friends. If you don't want to be their friends again, then don't. But say like, I want to talk this out with you because I'm honestly sad and I feel like you guys are harassing me. It's hard to open up to the people that are hurting you, but sometimes you have to, because they may feel sympathy towards you, and or they may be willing to, you know, fight for the friendship or at least leave you alone. Who wants to be harassed every day, and why would it be that these people are ganging up on you? That's definitely something that we have to explore, or we have to look at. So yeah, we're gonna have to talk more, girl, but that's the only advice I can give to you right now. If they're texting you and like messaging you on social media, even though you have them blocked, you're gonna have to deal with it one way or the other. It's good that you got your parents involved, because now if say they were to like jump you or anything, or like stab you or do anything to hurt you physically, at least we would know who the fuck did it, because they're the only people you have a problem with. But you don't want the situation to keep escalating and escalating. You have to deal with it now. Hey boy, I'd like to stay anonymous, even though I know you hate that. LOL. I'm 17 and I've recently found your channel and I've been binge watching your videos. I have to say that I feel like you're the older version of me. LOL. We have the same personality and views. By the way, sorry if this is lengthy. I could get carried away easily. LOL. So recently I've been having problems with my best friend, who has been my friend since the 7th grade, and now we're seniors in high school. She and I have also been different, and I guess that's how we kept each other grounded. I'm kind of a nerd and she's kind of a slacker. I'm kind of antisocial and everyone loves her, LOL. She actually brings out the social side of me. Oh, that's how I was with one of my best friends in high school. Definitely total opposites. She loves being in a relationship and I'm the don't need no nigga type, LOL. I guess that's where I'm getting frustrated with her. Don't get me wrong, I have no problem with girls that like to be in a relationship, but her relationship with her boyfriend has always been rocky, and I'm tired of her coming to me for advice when she doesn't follow it. She's always telling me how her boyfriend is texting other girls, entertaining them on social media, and not letting them know that he's in a relationship. Mind you, they've been together for 4 years. I always tell her what I think is best for her, but always let her know that this is her relationship and her life, so she needs to do whatever makes her happy. But this last incident was unacceptable in my opinion. She found his secret Snapchat and Instagram DMs of him and this girl basically talking like they're in a relationship. Also, not to tell all her business, but it's vital to this email. She recently gave herself to him and she went to break up with him after she found the combos with the other girls, and he told her, "It's okay if you break up with me. I nutted in you 4 times. Like, dude, what the fuck? She asked him to buy her a Plan B pill and he denied her the money. She went through so much thinking that she was pregnant, and I was the only one there to hold her hand through it all. After a few weeks, they started texting again, and now they're BFFs, and she's saying how she loves him and she's gonna marry him, while me and all her other friends are telling her to drop that nigga. Another thing is that he spoils her with expensive gifts and money, but still, you can't buy love, in my opinion. I need to know, should I continue to give her advice while she keeps getting her heart broken, or just stop fucking with her, because I think that this is affecting her grades and we have big plans for the future and I'm not down with getting fucked up. Oh, and P.S. me and her are supposed to be moving in together for college, and I need to know if this is a wise decision since her grades are never up to par. Sorry for this long ass email. This has been on my chest for a while. Love you, Bo. Okay, in high school, I had a best friend and she had a boyfriend that was just no good for her. And despite all the shit he would do to her, and she would come to me, I would give her advice, but she wouldn't take it, and I would just be so frustrated with her. After doing that for months and months on end, after years, because they were on and off, unhealthy as fuck. After that kept happening, it got to the point where I got sick of it. I didn't cut her off as a person, but I said, look, if you're going to stay with him after all the bullshit, do not come to me and do not tell me about any fucking thing that's going on in your relationship, because I don't care at this point. I don't care. And I'm not going to help you, and I'm not going to offer you any advice, and I don't have anything to say to you about your dumbass boyfriend. So don't fucking talk to me about him, okay? Because I'm tired. I'm sick and tired. I'm sick and of seeing you cry. I'm sick of hearing you complain. Like, I'm not here for it at all. I'm not. I'm sorry. I want to be your friend. I want to support you, but I can't do this. It's draining me, and I have things in my own life that I'm dealing with, so why should I have to deal with your bullshit too? If you want to stay with the ancient nigga, that's your business, but don't expect me to give you advice, or don't come calling back to me when he breaks your heart again. That's it. You just have to give it to them straight, no chaser. Like, there's no time for the fuckery. Like, there's just no time for it. I don't have the energy for it. Nobody has the energy for anybody else's fuckery. When you're dealing with people that are dating guys like this, you have to be stern with them, and if they take it offensively and decide like, oh, you're such a bitch, I don't want to be your friend anymore, then good, bitch, because you're gonna fucking find out. And after they break up, or after he cheats on her again or does whatever he does, she's gonna try to come calling back to you, and she's gonna be the one to apologize, and it's gonna be up to you if you want to accept the apology and move forward or not. I don't know why young girls want to stay in relationships with with boys that are disrespecting them. First of all, he's extremely spiteful because he said to her, I nutted in you 4 times, as if that was like a jab, like he's like that's funny or something. Okay, and what? And if I'm pregnant, guess who's gonna have to pay child support or take care of this baby? You think it's just gonna be me? You have another thing coming. You could tell that he's immature, and it's very sad that this is who she's choosing to, you know, forgive 100 times over. It doesn't make any sense to me, and I'm just so puzzled by these girls. As far as you guys moving in together, I think your only concern should be whether or not she's employed. If you're living on campus and you can't live on campus without having good grades or without being in class or in school, then yeah, that's definitely not somebody that you want to live with. But if you guys are just living in a regular apartment together and, you know, commuting to school from there, I see no problem with it as long as she has a job and can pay those bills. I think that if you're not supportive of their relationship, it's probably best to not live with her, because chances are you would see a lot of him if they are together. You want to live with somebody that you know you can rely on. That's financially and emotionally. Right now, she doesn't seem like the type, but you guys are not done school yet. I don't think she'll clean up her act by the time you guys are ready to go to school, but that's not for me to be able to say, because I don't know her, so I can't say that. But she needs to let this nigga go. I will be damned. I will fucking be damned if I catch you with a fake Instagram and fucking Snapchat and you're talking to somebody as if you are in a relationship with them. I will be fucking damned. Especially not after 4 years. Like, she needs to let this boy go. I'm so sick. Hey Bo, my name is Peach and I am one of your subbies in Shreveport, Louisiana. Is it Shreveport or Shreveport? I love your videos. I have learned so much from you when it comes to guys, but now I need your help. Last week I went to get my hair done at my sister's shop and I saw this guy. We are going to call him Harry. Sitting down, and girl, he was fine as wine. Tall, pretty, hazel eyes, and was really quiet. A few days later, I got an Instagram DM from an old fling. His name is Dre. We talked like 3 years ago, but I found out he had a girlfriend, so I cut him off cold turkey. Recently, first of all, I just need to say this. I love the way you formatted this email. It made it so easy to read, and I bless you. Like, bless you, girl. Recently, I met up with Harry for the first time, and when I got there, I was so excited to see him. But when he started talking, I wanted to run away. You guys, let me just show you, okay? This is how your email should look. You see how she has little sentences and shit, and then there's spaces in between? That is how your email should look. Not like this. Hell no. Okay? He had a handsome face, but his mouth was a different story. Bad breath, bad teeth, dry cracked lips, the whole 9. He was a real sweetheart, but I don't want to string him along knowing I'm not physically attracted to him, but I am attracted to Dre. Dre is another level of fine. But he was a player back in time and is soon moving to Texas and wants a long distance relationship, which is something I don't do. I think that's really odd that he wants a long distance relationship. I don't know if that's a normal thing. I kind of feel like long distance relationships are something that you fall into. If somebody's looking for a long distance relationship, it's because they're looking to have a ting in one place and a ting in another place. Like, who wants a long distance relationship? Who doesn't want to see their mate, their lover all the time? Not all the time, but frequently enough. If he's moving to Texas and you're in Louisiana, just makes me like, there's a red flag right away. And it's telling me that he is probably going to have a girlfriend in Texas while he has one in Louisiana, and he's never going to be caught. Anyway, I really like Dre, but he has this way of trying to pressure me into doing things I'm not ready to do, like sending nudes. Ciao. Don't do the nude thing. Don't. I just got out of a serious relationship, and I'm not trying to get into another one, but I fear that this is my only chance to be with Dre, and I don't want to cut Harry off and hurt him, then later regret it. Should I just cut both off and continue to focus on me, or pick one? If so, who? Much love, your down south subby. I can't pick for you. I'm gonna say, in a world where we are taught to be superficial, would you like it if somebody decided that your mouth was unattractive? See, the nice guys always finish last, and if Harry is a nice guy, I feel like you should give him a chance, because chances are you'll get over his mouth. I'm trying to think. Oh yeah, I had an ex-boyfriend and his teeth were really bad, like, and because I've always been obsessed with teeth, even when mine were bad, the fact that his teeth were worse than mine, as I dated him, I got over it. It's not like he was a nice guy or anything like that. Like, it's not like, you know, I'm glad I gave him a chance because blah, blah, but I'm just saying, like, it's just a thing. Like, we shouldn't be so consumed in somebody's physical appearance that we, like, throw them to the side like they're nothing. Especially if they're nice. Because Harry is nice, I would say to, like, you know, feel it out a little more and see if you gain real feelings for him based on just your conversations alone and hanging out with him, even though you're unattracted to his mouth. If you're like me and your eyes wander and, like, you'll find yourself, like, staring at somebody's mouth while you're talking to them, you might want to wear sunglasses around him, because people know when you're looking at their mouth. I learned that the hard way. I remember I had a job interview one day at Ardennes, and the girl's teeth were just so disgusting. Like, they were really bad. The girl that was interviewing me. And so every time she was talking and she was blabbing her mouth for so long at this interview, I kept looking at her, and then my eyes kept going down to her mouth, and I just was daydreaming looking at her mouth, and her teeth were just so, she looked like she, like, drank coffee and smoked cigarettes every day of the week. Okay, every 5 minutes. And, like, and on top of them being yellow and brown, they weren't straight. And so I just kept staring at her teeth, and I'm pretty sure that's why I didn't get the job. But yeah, like, when it comes to dating somebody, I feel like there's certain things that you can look past if their personality outshines that. So give him that, at least give him, you know, a chance there. I wouldn't necessarily say go for Dre, because he's already proven to you in the past who he was. I don't know. I know that people don't necessarily change, but things about them might. So I can't sit here and say he's still a player, but I can't sit here and say he's not, especially because I don't fucking know him. But you would have to feel him out and see that. I feel like you should just have fun and keep both of them for now. But because he's moving away, it's like, do you really want to sit there and be at home and have to worry, knowing that how he was in the past? Do you want to sit there and, like, be constantly thinking, oh my God, he's with somebody right now in Texas? Or the day that he decides he's not going to answer his phone, are you going to freak out? And are your emotions going to be on 10? Those are things you have to take into consideration. But I can't make these decisions for you. Do what you want to do. If you want to have two boyfriends, you know, slut it up. This is the last one I'm doing. Hello, Bo. My name is Jalen. I am 20 years old, and my boyfriend and I have been dating for about 5 years now. We plan on getting married in the spring of 2022. Let me just get to the story. So, this bitch always thinks somebody likes her. She knows me and him have been dating and all that. And whenever he comes around, it's weird. She thinks everybody that comes around likes her. She does all kinds of horror shit in front of him. Of course, he doesn't pay her any mind. This is why I never like to have company. She always talks bad about me, and she tries to make me feel stupid in front of my boyfriend. It's really starting to piss me off, and I don't know how to go about the situation because the bitch is my sister. That's right, my blood clot sister. I swear I am over it. I feel like when me and him, wifey versus matey, I feel like when me and him get married, she will try to sleep with him or something. Any suggestions? P.S. I thought about murder already, lol. But she is my sister. I couldn't live with myself. What? Love your channel and keep on slaying. Much love from Louisiana. Oh, another Louisiana person. Okay, honey bunny. I don't think you've ever said to your sister, I know what you're doing. If you haven't said anything to her about her behavior, then she can't really fix that. But if you have, and she's continuing and persisting to do these things, then you might just have to like distance yourself. But at the end of the day, your sister can't sleep with your man if your man doesn't want to sleep with your sister. It doesn't go that way. There's no such thing as your man and your sister sleeping together unless she roofies him, which I highly doubt would happen. Unless they're both attracted to each other, they're not going to sleep together behind your back. Your sister may make a move on him. If you feel like that's the kind of person she is and she would take it that far, then I definitely would not bring my man around that situation. If your man notices her behavior, and you know your man and he would check her, then you have nothing to worry about. The fact that she's your sister is really concerning, because why would one sister want to do that to her sister? Like, why? She has to be real jealous. There has to be something there that is making her jealous to the point where she's convincing herself people like her, and that she feels comfortable enough to flirt in front of you. I feel like she's doing that because she wants to see how far she can push you and him. If she's delusional and acting like a single white female, in her head, if he likes her, then he likes her. There's nothing you wouldn't be able to tell her to make her think otherwise. If she already has it in her head that he likes her or that somebody likes her, she's gonna think that regardless of what anybody has to say. That's just how some people operate. But if you trust your man and you know your man and you guys are gonna get married and he wants to marry you and you know you guys are in love, you don't have anything to worry about. A man that loves his woman and that isn't missing anything from the relationship will not stray from the relationship no matter what's being thrown at him, especially not if it's a family member. That's kind of crazy. I think there's a lot of situations out there like yours. They don't get talked about often. If you watch like Jerry Springer and shit, you know that this shit goes down. People's mama sleeping with their man and stuff. Like, it's messy, it's disgusting, it's outrageous. But it is real. It could be a just look but don't touch type of situation for her, but that's still not okay because she's your sister. Just knowing that he's your boyfriend, fiance even, she shouldn't even be feeling that way towards him. Like, I feel like that's weird. Like, once somebody's dating your brother or sister, that person should automatically become your brother or like your brother or sister-in-law. You know what I mean? So she shouldn't be looking at her brother-in-law in that light. I think you should get him to reassure her that he has no attraction or feelings towards her. He should let her know that she's making him uncomfortable when she's doing these whorish things around him. I don't know if it's like wearing revealing clothing or like twerking. Like, I don't know what it is that she's doing, but if he tells her that he doesn't like it and that she's making him uncomfortable because he feels like she shouldn't be doing those things in front of him because she is not you, she may be embarrassed by that and she may stop. I feel like it has to be him that checks her and not you. The other downside to that, though, is that he may check her and she may like it if she's actually woohoo. You have to be careful with this situation, but a good old punch in the face might do, you know. I'm just saying, you know. But yeah. Anyway, you guys, y'all know what the email is. Hit me up, BOETALKS@gmail.com. It will be in the description box. I am going to my bed. I love you all, and I will definitely see you in the next one.